We had asked this question before, but since Scully is here, I wanted to bring it back, and I have another answer actually, and I'm hoping you do too, Cal. So, what was the worst illness or sickness you have ever had, or sickness that fell upon you? Last we talked about it, I believe you brought up your appendix, or maybe it was an accident, and then I brought up my diabetes. But I have something new, so yeah. All right, one of you guys can go first, though.
All right, I got one. So I actually, this sounds like I'm flexing. I'm not. Like, I just have not really been very sick in my life. I mean, aside from like common cold and stuff, like, never really have had much other than my appendix. But there was this one time I went with, it was my cousin, but my friend who was my cousin. I went with him and his family to, it was like a 3 hour to a neighboring city. It was like 3 hours away, and we were going to like this big convention and all this stuff, and it wasn't super exciting because his dad it was for his dad's business. And but we were excited because we were just going to get to hang out at the hotel, and I was probably around 16 years old. We were just going to do young and stuff, like hang out and go do all, hit the town and all this stuff. Well, on the car right there, I just start getting the worst, like, just groin pain in my life. Like, I still to this day don't know what happened or what was going on. But dude, I was just like writhing because I didn't want to say my groin hurts or my balls hurt or whatever, to his mom, because his mom and his sisters were in there too. And so I'm just trying so hard just to seem like nothing's wrong. But obviously there's something wrong with me. And I played it off pretty well because none of them said anything. And I remember I went into the hotel and I went into the bathroom and I just like collapsed on the floor and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, is my testicle exploding inside? Like, I do not know. Like, and I still don't know what happened. I think it's called testicular torsion. Sorry to get medical on everyone, but I think that's what was going on, but I don't know. But dude, I was like not really sick as a dog, but like I felt so terrible. And I was in there for probably about an hour, hour and a half. And I think they were like, is he okay? Like, what's going on here? But nobody said anything. They probably just thought I was, taking a giant dump or something. But yeah, that for me, and it just went away. And I've never had anything like that happen ever in my life since then. And I don't know what it was, dude. But yeah, I was hurting, dude. I was down bad, literally. So,
Wow.
so yeah. If it's never something small with me. It's something big. Like, maybe I'll find out I have testicular cancer later in life or something. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I hope not. But
Hmm.
yeah, dude, it was like, I mean, I don't want to. I'm not even gonna say that. I don't want to conflate it to something else, but it was like the worst pain I've had. It was close to my appendix rupturing. Like, it was really bad. But,
Yeah, I'm looking up testicular torsion on here because I had no idea what that is, but uh, basically cutting off blood is what it looks like, and this says urgent medical attention is usually recommended. Can be dangerous or life threatening. Very rare. Treatable by medical. Can last several months. Common for ages 12 to 16.
yeah. See. Yeah, it's basically the spermatic cord is what it's called that gives blood to your
Hmm.
try not to be too crude here, but to your
Yeah.
testicles. It basically twists and it,
Right.
it cuts off blood supply. So, anyways,
Right.
what about you guys?
You want to go first, Riley, or do you want?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. So this happened not long after I got here to Arizona. And I was staying at my aunt's house, and so like I just wanted to get out and explore Arizona, right? So my cousin and I were like, yeah, okay, we're gonna spend the summer going around and seeing sites and buildings and stuff. Well, we we go to an unknown, an alien, a foreign restaurant that I had never heard of, but I guess many people like, called Culver's, and I I'm like, okay, well, what does this place have? She's like, well, look at the menu. I'm scrolling through the menu while we're sitting in the drive-through lane. All right, well, burgers. All right, why not? I'll just order a simple burger. All right, not knowing the torture that is going to fall on me the next 2 days. So
Mm.
we leave the drive-through and we're kind of snacking on our way home, and then we eat when we get to the house. And that night, my cousin is stuck in the bathroom for like 20, 30 minutes throwing up, and she's super sick. And I'd like go to the store and get her some like medicine for that. And and then she was pretty much better the next day. And but me, like a day after I ate, I was bedridden. I couldn't do anything. That was the most I had ever thrown up in my entire life. I want to say I threw up maybe 4 or 5 times within like a day and a half, and and this was actually the closest that I ever got to blacking out. Besides the whole diabetes thing, because I remember, um, after this incident right here that I'm about to describe, I had to like be walked everywhere because I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet. So here's what happened. I went to the bathroom to throw up, and I couldn't do it. I sat there for like 10 minutes and I couldn't do it. I'm all right. I'm gonna go lay back down. So I'm walking out. I got my hand on the couch. I have a bucket in my left hand, and I just I start to fall backwards, and just a and it all comes like just like a waterfall erupting. It gets on the couch all over the floor. Then I just fall on my back and I black out for like half a second.
Oh,
And that was just terrible. And I was just covered in it, and man, so yeah, I had to rinse off after that. But yeah, it's nothing like that, man. That was just crazy. My only guess was food poisoning from Culver's, so I've never been there again, and I'm not going to. So yeah, that was bad.
That's fair. I don't think I'd go back either.
well, fortunately, I haven't been that sick ever yet in my life, and hopefully, I don't have to experience that. But there have been times where it's just like just like you just don't want to leave your bed. Like I remember like one time, it was right around Christmas, I think. And I just remember just like the way I could experience like explain like fever I had was like you know in Home Alone, he Harry opens the back door and a blowtorch just like blasts his head. That's what it felt like. That's how bad the fever was. And like I just felt like weighted down in bed. Like I like it was hard getting up and out of bed. It was just like I think it was just the fever, but like it was a really bad fever. It lasted like a couple of days, but it was still I just couldn't like do. I was just not active.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't like throwing up or anything, but like it's just it's just one of the worser times I've gotten sick.
Yeah.
Like I don't really get sick too often, but when I do, it's like really bad.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad you don't really get sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.